Hello, this is Mr. Hornsby 83. This is the Mr. Hornsby 83 show. And today I am doing my video on my problems with the current WWE 2K wrestling games. What is taking this dumb test? First off, let me get my controller under control there. Which frickin' controller's being dumb right now. But anyway, I'm going to talk about some of the problems I have with the current WWE games. I will be doing the same thing on Thursday for the Madden franchise as well. Now, usually I don't play these. Usually, so far I haven't played this game. I've just been, toying around as a manager on it. But I have played enough to know what the controls are and that. And I'll get that taken care of in a minute. Alright, let's see. Let's do a rematch of a classic. And first thing I want to talk about is, well, I'll talk about when I get the customization. First thing I'll talk about when I get this match started. Jesus, man, there he is. I think you all know where I'm going with this match. Or with what I got set up. Alright, where is it up? First problem I got, especially with this one, where's Walter? On the current roster, Walter is not in this game. At all. And I haven't picked up a Walter from Community Creation yet. How do you not have your NXT UK champion on your game? Passing? No, I didn't. There he is. You know where I was going with this. Mega Powers versus Mega Millions. The Mega Powers, too sweet to be sour. Let's start this match. This is the first tag match I've done. I've only done a few singles. But yeah, Walter is not on this game. There's a couple other characters missing as well. And I don't know why they're not on the game. They're on the current roster. Well, they're on the current NXT roster. They're also on the current main roster, and I don't know why they're not in this freaking game. Walter's missing. I have to check the women to see who's missing there. But so far, the only one I see missing was Walter. I already made him Hollywood. I already made him NWO, which might have to have Hogan kick out Macho Man. That's why he's got the NWO belt. The Mega Powers, brother. Andre Giant. I do like to have $1 Million Man come out in this freaking $1 million suit. What he would do when he would wrestle. So that's something I do like. One problem I got with this game, right off the bat, I'm going to say it, reversal system. Oh yeah, and this is Hulk Hogan. Can overpower Andre the Giant. Oh yeah, the reverse system is the next thing I want to talk about, my problem. Because it works when it wants to still. What the fudge, man. Alright, they should not be having Hulk Hogan not being able to take down Andre like that. Look at that. The reverse system still only works when it wants to. That's one of the biggest problems with this game recent times. Oh, now Hogan does something. A jawbreaker. Okay. But it works perfectly for the computer. Another problem I've had with these current WWE 2K games since I started playing them again, which started with 16, is the freaking kickouts of the finishers. There's some times where it gets to a point where there are just way too many kickouts for way too many finishers. Now look, I don't care if you do that with the current day roster when you're playing with the current day roster, but when you're playing with the legends of that, you should not, there should not be a situation where like Sting kicks out of 5 Hulk Hogan leg drops, or Hogan kicks out of, 20 freaking Sting Scorpion Death drops or whatever. Also, guys that were built like they couldn't pick up guys like Andre the Giant should not be able to pick up guys like Andre the Giant. Come on, $1 Million Man. What the heck? He flew like 20 feet over. And I'm focused on Andre instead of freaking $1 Million Man. This is another thing I hate, is the stupid submission freaking scanner. Wow, yeah. That's not how that match ended initially. But anyway. Seems like the freaking analog stick. The submission scheme, I think, should be changed, period. It's been... I know a lot of people praise this when they first started doing this, but, that was way back in, I don't know, what, 2K14? They need to switch that. It's really stupid. Something else, too, that I have an issue with is superstar customization. Like, when you customize characters on the main roster, you should have the option of, getting the chance to freaking do something like, I don't know, dye Hulk Hogan's beard out or remove. Like, here's the thing. This Hulk Hogan I took off of the freaking community creations, but the one you just seen me using. But it's built off of the Hollywood Hogan body mold, which was the second Hulk Hogan WWE run. And I think that's ridiculous. And this thing's taking forever to load. Now look, let me show you. Instead of making an 80s and 90s Hulk Hogan, the whole reason why I wanted to get this game is because Hulk Hogan was back in it. And I'm like, well, maybe they'll do the Hollywood Hogan one that you can use to do the NWO Hogan and that. Then you have the 80s, 90s version. Nope, it's just Hollywood Hogan. And guess what? You cannot take this stupid beard off of him. I think you should have the option on the main roster superstars, because he's a part of this roster, on the main roster superstars to remove the beard and all that. Shouldn't just be a thing for the custom characters. It should also go for the current stars that, or the official roster they have for the game. Like, removing beard. Like, I mean, look at it last year. Baron Corbin changed his character, or maybe 2018. Baron Corbin changed his character, changed his outfit, shaved his head bald, but guess what? You cannot shave Baron Corbin bald. You cannot shave Baron Corbin bald. or you can't make Baron Corbin bald and put him in a suit and that, and even use it for alternate gear. You can't do that. It's just ridiculous. Wrestlers throughout the history of wrestling change their hairstyle. They change their freaking, wrestling gear style. But yet, like, you can't even make, like, look, they only got Steve Austin from WWE. You cannot make WCW Steve Austin because of the fact, I went to the wrong thing. Let me go to roster. Let's see, roster. Edit superstar. Which is something that really irritates me, especially when you want a character like Booker T or something. Which, by the way, let me get to Booker T. Oh, now Baron Corbin's bald and got the suit and all that. Now he's King Corbin, so you gotta change that gear too. I don't know why they don't do normal updates for this freaking... Here's Booker T. Let's say I want to make a WCW Booker T. Guess what? I'm not going to be able to make a WCW Booker T because Booker T, you can't put facial hair on him. You can't get rid of the freaking dreadlocks and give him a box cut. Because if you try, it's not going to work. Because they're like, oh no, it's set in one way. And I think what they need to do is do updates where you could do stuff like that. But you can't. Like with Batista. That's the only Batista you got right there. Bald Batista. You can't get him when he had his hair or nothing like that. You can't get something on Community Creations where you guys are... Why are there two different Baileys? 4 horsewomen, I guess. But, yeah. Now, I will say they did make some improvements, but still. Like, all you could do is freaking upgrade attributes and all that crap. I think it's stupid. And why is this? This game is so crazy right now. Superstar. Alright, let me go to Booker T. Show you what I'm talking about. Well, this game could take it forever. This video is longer than what it should be because of how long this stupid game takes. But this is a very buggy, glitchy game, so yeah. Let's go down to Booker T. I didn't know Bobby Heenan was in this. Alright, wait a minute. What the fudge? Oh, no wonder. Manager's deaf. Oh, Booker T is right next to Lashley. Watch this. You're not going to have an option to change his hair in that. Say, attire. Look at that. All you got is freaking all this stuff. And all you got is freaking hair dye. And all that. You can't do body art. You can't switch their hairstyle. All you can do is hair dye and that. Yeah. So you can't build a freaking WCW version of Booker T off of that. Now, one thing I will say, though, I'll give them credit for it. They did integrate custom superstars in with the main roster, which I'll show you in a sec. Because I did pick up a couple of, guys that are not in this game and probably won't never be in this game again until they're, either decide to stop dogging the company or decide to leave AEW. But anyway. Alright. Well, if this thing would hurry up. That's another thing, too. The loading times on these games are ridiculous. Waiting for matches. Waiting for freaking getting back to a different screen. You know, doing all that. Alright, here we go. And the freaking rings. There's another issue I got. Here's their basic ring set. Let's see. If you're going to put classic stars in your game, at least do more classic freaking pay-per-views and Raws and that. Alright, here's all they got for classic shows. Raw 98. SmackDown 00. SummerSlam 88. Halloween Havoc 98. Nitro 98. Now, if you go to Community Creations, you could get all these shows updated in that. But, no Saturday Night Main Event, no old school backlashes, no old school nothing. And, you know, they got like, oh yeah, classic Raw. Raw 13 to 14, who cares? Raw 17 right there, who cares about Raw 17? A pay-per-view that only happened once so far. And that's one thing I liked about 16. They had not only some of the classic stars, they had a lot better classic arenas. They had freaking Clash of the Champions. The original one, not this crappy new one they came out with. They had an old school Backlash. They had a freaking Saturday Night Main Event on there. They had all that, but then they take it out for stupid stuff like, I don't know, freaking bumping the night so you can get the Fiend. Which is ridiculous. If you just do a quick update on the game, you know, a quick update on the game to frickin'... Let's pick SummerSlam 88 since I just did that one. Alright, so... I want to get back to that in a minute. Why is Papa Shango in the game? Does anybody even care about Papa Shango? They keep Papa Shango in, but they take freaking Godfather out. Yeah. Amazing. And this video's going longer than, like I said, than I wanted it to. Like John Morrison, he's integrated with stars. You don't have to go down to custom superstars. Let's see. Oh, he won't be in the next game. A lot of these people won't be in the next game. Oh, they did put Ember Moon in. It's a miracle. I don't even think she was in the last game. Who is this guy? Yeah, I haven't seen him on NXT, NXT UK, or nothing. Or on WWE TV. Edge, Eddie Guerrero. He's not going to be on the game next. Now, why is there not a WCW version of, or NWA version of Dusty Rhodes on here? Makes no sense. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, DDP, he's integrated in. No updated Daniel Bryan either. Brutus Barber, your beefcake. Yep, that's a character we really want. Let's see. When's the last time you've seen Bo Dallas on WWE TV? Honestly. Alternate attire. Although I freaking switched that over to Macho Man, but anyway. Look at that. I mean, you got Zelina Vega. Oh yeah, that is official X-Pac. Oh yeah. So yeah, you can integrate the freaking old school, you know, the custom guys you get off Community Creation now. It's pretty much a part of the main roster if you sign them. So I think that's something good they did. But, you know, my issue is freaking alternate gear situation. The freaking kicking out of the finishing move way too much. And, you know, you know, when you're using the legend wrestlers, because I only use the legend wrestlers on this, because I really don't care much for the main roster, except for some NXT guys I do care for, and like guys like Kevin Owens, that I care about those guys, because I've watched them from Ring of Honor on. But, you know, when you're using legend characters, there should not be a mechanic where somebody could kick out of somebody's finisher like 500 freaking times. One, it makes the match way too long. Two, it's ridiculous. You know, and sometimes you have to beat a guy with a signature, especially if you do a face versus face match. Hulk Hogan gets Warrior. Warrior's going to kick out your move 500. Or any face you put up against Bret Hart. Bret Hart kicks out a finisher move 500 times. Same with Sting, 99. So, you know, like I said, I haven't tested it too much. I know the last couple games were plagued with that. I don't know if this game is, but seems like it is, because I've seen it when I've, you know, had just computer versus computer. Because like I said, I haven't played this one too much. The main reason why I got the game is because I was hoping to get an 80s and 90s Hulk Hogan on it, and not freaking Hollywood Hogan from 2002 on to however long it took before he finally freaking retired. And, you know, and yeah, with the freaking 2002 Hogan, you can make the NWO Hogan and all that, which I have already. Well, actually, I did it on Community Creations. I went and got him Community Creations and switched it over to the freaking, you know, alternate gear for the Hollywood Hogan. Same with the 80s and 90s Hogans, but the problem is, you got the stupid freaking spray-on beard, which Hogan only had that when he was in the NWO. I mean, and yeah, he had it in his second run too, he had it. But, you know, that should be an option to be removed. Same with freaking hair. I mean, it's simple. All you do is just put on the remove mechanic where it's like, oh, remove and boom. There goes the hair, or there goes the facial hair that shouldn't be there. Or, you know, a mechanic where you can add hair to characters. Like, you want to make a stunning Steve Austin? You ain't going to be able to unless you make him bald. You want WCW Booker T? He's got to have the dreadlocks and shaved face. Even though he had a bit of a goatee when he was in WCW, and he had a box cut. Yeah, he did get dreads toward the end of WCW's run, which was what, 2000 on, late 2000 on to freaking early 2001 when WCW went out of business. But any other time he had the box cut most of his run in WCW. But yeah, and the freaking belts. Alright, let me go to the belts real fast. This has been a big issue for me for a lot of these recent WWE games, championships. Especially when it's supposed to be a WCW championship. Now, the WCW title and the 88 WCW title does not have the issue, but let me go to the NWO Hulk Hogan one. The NWO belt. Actually, yeah, that's the World Heavyweight. Let me check that WCW one first. Wait a minute, is this WCW? Let me check, hold on. Alright. God, this video's been almost a half hour. Oh! So the WCW Big Gold has the freaking WWE logo too, which they rectified that on the last game. Ah, Jesus. Alright. NWO belt. Wait a minute. That one doesn't have the logo, but yet the WCW one does. It makes a lot of sense. The big old WCW belt has the WWE logo on it. It's not the WWE version of the belt. Let's see. Yeah, this isn't the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This is the WCW World Championship. WWE just don't learn, do they? Or 2K doesn't learn, I don't know. That bedaffles me. Also, another issue I've had with recent WWE games. is music. The music is so dumb, so stupid. I don't like it. It's mostly that poppy stuff. Pop music, and all that crap. And why are ECW championships even still on here when you don't, there's no ECW guys on the game? What is the issue with that? It's just stupid with WWE, with 2K and WWE and these games. You don't got no ECW talent on the roster. You don't have a Shane Douglas. You don't have a Taz. You don't have a freaking Tommy Dreamer. You don't have a freaking Sandman. You don't have a freaking Sabu. You don't have Rob Van Dam. You don't have freaking... You don't have no freaking... You don't have no freaking ECW talents on here. So why are the belts still on there? No reason. For one reason. For the WWE run of ECW. If you're not going to put ECW talent on the freaking roster, do not put the belts on it. It just makes no sense. It's stupid. People will want to have... You'd have to go to Community Creations to get any ECW guy. Unless you're going to make Paul Heyman win all the belts. I don't know. But don't put... If there's no ECW talent on the roster, don't put no ECW belt on there. Now, they rectified the tag belts. They rectified the TV title. And all that. And a lot of the freaking things is they do the latest run of some of these freaking wrestlers when they do Legends. And that's why we got the Hollywood Hogan instead of the freaking Hogan. Instead of the Hogan everybody wanted on the game. You do got X-Pac in this game. You do have China. That's great to see them in the game again. Even though it makes no sense why you had them in one game. I think they were in 2017. Well, X-Pac and that. And X-Pac, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg. They were in 2017. 2018, 2019, they were not in the freaking game. They may not have been in 2017. They might have just been in freaking in 2016. And then after that, they weren't in the game no more. Also, Triple H, Rock, the classic ones that just do the 01 ones. Why? Why not give us an 02, 03, 04, 05 version of Triple H? Why not give us, I don't know, 99, 2000 Triple H? Why not have kept the DX Triple H in the game? Or even the classic old school Triple H from the mid-90s before the Attitude Era started. Shawn Michaels, 97. No, Shawn Michaels been with the company forever. He's had a lot of different eras that he's been through. And they only got the 97 and 05 versions. I'm like, okay. Makes a lot of sense. But yeah, you'll do the latest run on some of the other guys that were legends. You'll do their latest run, like the Warrior. Which, by the way, where's the Warrior's jacket if that's supposed to be the latest run of the Warrior? That he wore a lot in his last run in WWE before he went and was gone for a couple years and ended up in WCW. You don't see that. WWE and 2K don't think about that. But yeah, if you're going to use current roster guys, yeah, kicking out of the finisher moves several hundred times works perfectly. But if you're using the legendary guys, you should make the legendary guys be put down by the move and only have to be hit with it once or twice, not 500 times. The freaking WCW championships. Don't put a stupid WWE logo on them. You already got the World Championship with the WWE logo on it. Use the little rosy design and make the belt look a little bit bigger than what the World Heavyweight Championship does in the game. I mean, you look at the old PlayStation 2 games with WWE, at least the belt, you didn't see no WWE logo on it. Especially with SmackDown vs. Raw. Even though by that point they had switched the frickin', WWE. They had switched the WCW World Championship to WWE 1 because they made it smaller. They put the WWE logo on it. And they made the freaking side plates a little thicker than what WCW's side plates were on theirs. So, yeah. These problems need to be fixed by 2K and WWE. And quit doing only WWE runs of these guys when you're doing these legends. Like, if you're using a WCW guy, give us options to do, either make them a WCW version of themselves or put the WCW version of the character in the freaking game. Not, we'll just use our WWE version of the character and that's what we'll do. Seems like it's lazy writing. Now look, I haven't checked any of the story modes and all that for this one. I don't usually play the story mode. I just like playing the matches without doing story mode because I just buy the accelerator and freaking get all the characters right off the bat and all the belts. So all I want to do is just play a wrestling match. I don't want to go through no story. I don't want to go through the evolution of the Four Horsewomen. I don't want to freaking do towers to build up Roman Reigns or whatever. I just want to play matches. And I want to use a lot of legend characters the way I remember them. Not at points where they were buried by a company. Or points where freaking they were way past their prime at the time they freaking came out. Like Hulk Hogan. 2002... when he came back, he was pretty much way past his prime. The only reason why he got to stick around is because of how the fans reacted to him when he came back to WWE. But other than that, Hogan was way past his prime in 2002. I want to see 80s, 90s Hogan, where he's in his prime. I want to see NWO Hogan when he was at the peak of his prime. Not freaking Hollywood Hogan from 2002 on to whatever, however many years. Like what, 2005, 2006, when he finally retired. I don't want to see that. And if you're not going to use ECW talent on your game, why are you still got the ECW belts in the freaking game? Makes no sense. I know Heyman's a freaking writer for Raw and all that now, or producer, whatever he is. Executive vice president, whatever he freaking is for Raw. Still, you ain't got none of his talent for those belts, so why are they even on the game if you're not going to be able to use the talent? Instead, you got to go to Community Creations to find a Shane Douglas, a Taz, a Sabu, a Rob Van Dam, a Sandman, a Balls Mahoney, or any of them. What are you going to do? Put the belt on Cactus Jack Mankind, which, by the way, Cactus Jack Mankind. Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts. This video went over 30 minutes. I was not planning on it going this long, but, there's a lot of problems with these WWE 2K games that need to be fixed. And with all the bugs and problems this game has had, they definitely need to fix them. But you need to fix some of the gameplay mechanics. You need to make the freaking buttons more responsive. You need the freaking, especially the reversal button. Need to freaking not make legends and current talent kick out of 500 finisher moves. They sure do like zooming in on Becky Lynch's boobs, don't they? Sasha Banks. Anyway, yeah, I mean, it's just, eventually, hopefully they fix it. And, quit putting the WWE logo on WCW belts. And where are the other freaking WCW belts? All you got is the World Championships. And I know you got a bunch of other WCW talent that you got legend contracts with. Why do we not have, Paul White as the Giant in any of these games? Let's see. Why do we not have different versions of Kevin Nash from WCW and Scott Hall? Why is there not ever a NWO version of the Macho Man on these games? All that. Why do, it's just, why is there no other versions of Bret Hart on the game, like a WCW version. Or, you know, since him and Anvil's in the game, why are there not a Hack Foundation version of Bret Hart or Jim the Anvil? I don't know. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, this video was longer than I thought it would be, but that's pretty much it. Tune in Thursday when I do my probably rant on the Madden games the way I just ranted on this game. So, you know. So, tune in Thursday. JC will be joining me Thursday for that one. And catch you guys. I'll probably have JC doing the gameplay while I freaking record. So, yeah. So, you'll probably see the freaking San Francisco 49ers playing. Yeah, and there's one song on this game that really annoys me because it's so inaccurate. It's the song 1999. First of all, he uses the lyrics of Sega, Nintendo, Atari, Sega's my Ferrari. Well, guess what? 1999, those games were freaking irrelevant. Nintendo was irrelevant, Sega was irrelevant, and freaking Atari was definitely irrelevant. Because by then you had PlayStation 1, you had Sega Saturn, or, you know, Sega CD, or whatever was freaking out at the time. And there was no other Atari systems except for maybe the Jaguar crap. But yeah. So, very brilliant song about 1999. Why not sing about how people were freaking out about the Y2K pandemic? The way people freak out about this. Well, I'm going to say it, so I'm going to get demonetized even though I don't get paid for my videos. The coronavirus, or COVID-19, whatever you want to freaking call this stupid plague, whatever. That's the last time I've seen people very hysterical about stuff, was freaking the Y2K, and now with this freaking corona nonsense. But yeah, that'll do it. Tune in Thursday, tomorrow on Facebook Live. I'm doing a prediction on what teams are going to pick what in the draft. The draft's going to be fun with no audience as well. Anyway, I'm sure Roger Goodell will be happy because he won't have to worry about hearing boos from fans. But, yeah. Catch you guys later. Peace out.